CoQ10 supplements are marketed as a miracle for heart health and energy after 60. But are they actually worth your money or just expensive hype? If you take statins for cholesterol, your doctor probably told you to take CoQ10, but they might not have told you which form actually works. Most people buy the wrong type of CoQ10. Their body absorbs almost none of it. They might as well be flushing their money down toilet. By the end of this video, you will know exactly who needs CoQ10, which form to buy, the correct dosage, and who should avoid it completely. Everything I share today comes from published medical research, clinical trials, and cardiology guidelines, not supplement company marketing. Just honest science you can verify yourself. But first let me explain what CoQ10 actually does inside your body, because without understanding this you won't know why it matters specifically after 60. CoQ10 stands for coenzyme Q10. It's a compound your body produces naturally. It's found in every single cell, especially in your heart and muscles. It has two critical jobs. First, it helps mitochondria produce energy. Mitochondria are the power plants of your cells. CoQ10 cell is the spark plug inside. Second, it acts as a powerful antioxidant. It protects your cells from oxidative damage, especially the cells in your heart, which work harder than any. But production declines with age. By 60, your heart muscle may have 50% less CoQ10 than it did at 20. That's a massive drop. This decline is linked to fatigue, muscle weakness, heart failure, high blood pressure, and brain fog. Your cells literally run out of energy to function. If this kind of honest health information matters to you, hit subscribe right now. I make videos like this every single week, specifically for people over 60. Now let's talk about statins, because this is the most common reason doctors recommend CoQ10. Millions of people over 60 take statins for high cholesterol. Statins block the pathway your body uses to make cholesterol. Unfortunately, that same pathway is used to make CoQ10. Statins accidentally block CoQ10 production too. Research shows statin use can lower blood CoQ10 levels by up to 40%. This depletion is believed to cause the muscle pain statin users experience. If you take statins, supplementing with CoQ10 is generally considered a smart insurance policy for your muscles and heart. Most cardiologists support this specific use. But statins aren't the only reason. Heart failure is another major indication. CoQ10 concentrates in heart muscle because the heart needs massive energy to pump continuously. A famous study called Q10 found that CoQ10 supplementation significantly reduced major cardiovascular events and mortality in patients with heart failure over a 2-year period. Another potential benefit is blood pressure reduction. Some studies show CoQ10 may lower systolic blood pressure by up to 17 points. That's comparable to medication. However, it takes time. Blood pressure effects typically appear after 4 to 12 weeks of consistent use. It is not a quick fix like prescription drugs. CoQ10 may also help with migraines. Guidelines from the American Academy of Neurology list CoQ10 as possibly effective for migraine prevention based on clinical trial data. Now let's get to the most important part. The form you buy matters enormously. Most people buy the wrong one and waste their money completely. There are two forms of CoQ10. Ubiquinone and Ubiquinol. Ubiquinone is the oxidized form. Ubiquinol is the active antioxidant form your body actually uses. Your body must convert ubiquinone into ubiquinol to use it. When you are young, this conversion happens easily, but after 40, this conversion ability declines significantly. By 60, your body struggles to convert cheap ubiquinone into usable ubiquinol. So if you take the cheap stuff, you absorb very little benefit from it. Ubiquinol supplements are pre-converted. They are ready for your body to use immediately. Absorption is significantly higher. Studies show up to 8 times better absorption. How do you know which one you have? Look at the label. If it just says CoQ10, it is usually ubiquinone. If it says ubiquinol, it is active. Ubiquinol is more expensive, usually double the price. But since you absorb 8 times more, it is actually cheaper per unit of absorbed nutrient in your blood. Another absorption factor is fat. CoQ10 is fat-soluble. It must be taken with a meal containing fat to be absorbed properly by your body. Taking CoQ10 on an empty stomach results in extremely poor absorption. Always take it with breakfast or dinner that contains some healthy fats like eggs or oil. Now, if someone you love takes statins or has heart concerns, share this video with them right now. They need to know about Ubiquinol specifically. Let's talk dosage. What amount actually works in clinical studies? Because taking too little won't help, and taking too much just wastes your money unnecessarily. For general heart health and energy, 100 to 200 milligrams of ubiquinol daily is the standard recommendation. This maintains optimal levels in your blood. For statin users, 100 to 200 milligrams daily is recommended to counteract depletion. Some doctors recommend up to 300 milligrams if muscle pain exists. For heart failure, therapeutic doses in studies range from 300 to 600 milligrams daily. Always work with your cardiologist for conditions this serious. You can split the dose. Taking 100 milligrams twice daily maintains steadier blood levels than taking 200 milligrams all at once in the morning. Take CoQ10 in the morning or early afternoon. Because it helps produce energy, taking it too close to bedtime can cause insomnia for some sensitive people. Now let's talk about brands. The supplement industry is poorly regulated. Quality varies wildly. You need to know how to spot reputable products on shelves. Look for the Kaneka quality seal on the bottle. Kaneka is a Japanese company that manufactures the vast majority of high-quality ubiquinol used worldwide. If a brand uses Kaneka ubiquinol, it means the raw ingredient is pharmaceutical-grade quality. Brands like Kunal Gero and Doctor's Best use Kaneka source ingredients. Look for soft gels rather than dry capsules. Soft gels usually contain oil, which improves absorption. Dry powder capsules are harder for your body to absorb effectively. Now let me tell you who should be careful with CoQ10, because despite being a natural compound, it can interact with certain medications you take. Warning 1. Blood thinners. CoQ10 is structurally similar to vitamin K. It can decrease the effectiveness of warfarin or Coumadin. This is a serious interaction. If you take warfarin, talk to your doctor before starting CoQ10. They may need to adjust your medication dosage and monitor your INR levels closely. Warning 2. Blood pressure medication. Because CoQ10 can lower blood pressure, taking it with medication might cause your pressure to drop too low. Monitor closely. Warning 3. Chemotherapy. Because CoQ10 is a powerful antioxidant, it might theoretically interfere with certain chemotherapy drugs that rely on oxidative stress to kill cancer cells. If you are undergoing cancer treatment, always consult your oncologist before taking any antioxidant supplements, including CoQ10. Safety first during active treatment periods is essential. For most other people, CoQ10 is extremely safe. Side effects are rare and mild, usually just mild digestive upset if taken without food or too much. Now let me answer the big question. Is it worth the money for you specifically? Because not everyone needs to spend $50 a month. If you take statins, yes, it is worth the money. The risk of muscle damage and fatigue from depletion is real. CoQ10 is smart insurance. If you have heart failure or history of heart attack, yes, the research supports it strongly. Discuss dosage with your cardiologist. It could improve survival if you have chronic fatigue or low energy after 60. Maybe it's worth a 3-month trial. If you feel better, keep taking it. If you are healthy, energetic, and take no medications, probably not necessary. You might get enough from a healthy diet and your body's remaining production capacity. Speaking of diet, can you get enough from food alone? Technically, yes, but it is very difficult. The amounts in food are tiny compared to supplements. To get 100 milligrams of CoQ10 from food, you would need to eat about 3 pounds of beef or 10 pounds of chicken daily. That is why supplementation is usually necessary if you need therapeutic doses. Food sources are good but rarely sufficient to correct a deficiency or support heart failure. Now, if this video helped you, I need you to do 3 things for me. They cost nothing. They take 30 seconds. They help more people. First, hit subscribe and turn on bell notification. I post honest, research-backed health content every single week, specifically for people over 60. No selling, just truth. Second, share this video right now with someone you love who takes statins. They need this information to protect their muscles and energy levels effectively. Third, drop a comment below. Tell me if you take CoQ10. Which form? Did you notice a difference? Your experience helps this community learn together. Next week, I'm covering the #1 exercise cardiologists do daily after 60. It is not running, it is not swimming, it is simpler and more effective. That is it for today. No fluff, no gimmicks, no lies. Just honest truth for people over 60. Take care of your heart. See you next time.